What if you went to bed tonight, only to wake up on a completely different planet tomorrow? No warning, no explanation, just the crushing realization that Earth is nowhere in sight. The sky is an unfamiliar hue, the air smells strange, and the laws of physics themselves seem different. Would you panic? Would you explore? Or would you simply stand there, frozen in awe, as your mind races to answer one terrifying question? How did we get here? This isn't just a wild thought experiment. It's a scenario that challenges everything we know about reality, survival, and human adaptability. Imagine stepping outside to find twin suns blazing overhead, or a sky filled with swirling auroras unlike anything on Earth. What kind of life might exist here? Are we alone, or are we being watched? The implications are endless, from the scientific to the philosophical, and the sheer mystery of it all is enough to send shivers down your spine. But here's the real kicker. What if this wasn't an accident? What if some higher intelligence, or perhaps a natural cosmic phenomenon, transplanted humanity to this new world for a reason? Are we part of an experiment? A rescue mission? Or is this planet Earth's distant twin, a rogue world ejected from another solar system, now hosting humanity as its first and only inhabitants? The deeper you dig, the more questions arise, and the more your mind races with possibilities. And yet, the most pressing question isn't why or how, it's what now. Survival would become our only priority. Without Earth's resources, we'd need to adapt fast. Could we breathe the air, drink the water, grow food? Would the gravity crush us or make us superhuman? And if there are native life forms, are they friendly, or are we trespassing in a realm where humans are the aliens? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the story of humanity's next chapter would be written in real time, with every decision meaning the difference between extinction and a new interstellar civilization. The first moments of waking up on another planet would be a sensory overload unlike anything humanity has ever experienced. Imagine opening your eyes to a sky that isn't blue. Maybe it's violet or blood red or shimmering with bands of light like Saturn's rings. The gravity might be heavier, making every movement feel like wading through water, or so light that a single step sends you soaring. The air could smell metallic, sweet, or even toxic, forcing you to question whether it's safe to breathe. And then there's the silence. No birds, no cars, no wind, just an eerie, unsettling quiet that screams you don't belong here. As people stumble out of their homes or whatever shelters they find themselves in, the collective panic would be palpable. Some would scream, some would cry, others would laugh in disbelief. Without phones, internet, or any connection to Earth, the only certainty would be uncertainty. Scientists would scramble to assess the environment. Is the atmosphere breathable? Is the water drinkable? Are there dangerous predators or extreme weather events? The first few hours would be a race against time to determine whether this planet is habitable at all. And then comes the biggest shock. Earth is gone. Or at least, it's nowhere to be found in the sky. No moon, no sun, just unfamiliar stars and possibly multiple suns casting conflicting shadows. Astronomers would point out that this planet isn't in our solar system, or even our galaxy. The night sky would be a mosaic of alien constellations, a crushing reminder of how far we've been taken. The psychological toll would be immense. Some might collapse into despair, while others would cling to hope, believing there's a way back. But amidst the chaos, one chilling question would dominate. Are we alone here? Footprints in the soil, strange structures on the horizon, or even distant lights could suggest we're not the first inhabitants. And if that's true, who or what brought us here? And what do they want? The discovery of even microbial life would rewrite biology, but the discovery of intelligent life would change everything. Are they observing us? Testing us? Or are we part of a larger cosmic game, pawns in a universe far stranger than we ever imagined? With the initial shock wearing off, humanity's next challenge would be sheer survival. This planet doesn't care about our technology, our knowledge, or our history. It operates by its own rules, and we'd have to learn them fast. The first priority? Food, water, and shelter. Earth's plants and animals are gone, meaning traditional farming is impossible. Instead, we'd have to test alien flora for edibility, risking poisoning with every bite. Water sources might be laced with unknown minerals, or even organic compounds lethal to humans. And shelter? Without wood or steel, we'd have to improvise with whatever materials this world provides. The planet's weather could be a nightmare. Imagine hurricanes with 500-mile-per-hour winds, acid rain, or temperatures that swing from freezing to boiling in minutes. Earth's natural disasters are bad enough. What if this world has supervolcanoes, tidal forces that rip the ground apart, or electrical storms that last for weeks? Our infrastructure would be useless, and without a stable power source, we'd lose modern medicine, refrigeration, and communication within days. The human race would be thrust back into a primitive state, forced to rely on ingenuity and teamwork to endure. But the greatest threat might come from the planet itself. What if the soil is corrosive? What if the water is acidic? What if the very bacteria in the air attack our cells in ways we can't predict? Evolution on Earth took billions of years to shape our biology. This planet's ecosystem could be incompatible with human life in ways we can't even fathom. Scientists would work around the clock to synthesize antidotes, filters, and protective gear, but with limited resources, every failure could mean death. And then there's the question of reproduction. Could humans even have children here? Would the gravity affect fetal development? Would our DNA mutate under unfamiliar radiation? If we can't establish a sustainable population, humanity's stay on this planet would be short-lived. The clock is ticking, and with each passing day, the odds stack against us. But history has shown that humans are resilient. If anyone can adapt, it's us. The only question is, at what cost? Without governments, laws, or borders, society would fracture within hours. The first wave of chaos would be looting, people raiding abandoned stores for supplies, fighting over scraps, forming gangs for protection. Then would come the warlords, those strong or ruthless enough to seize control, hoarding resources and ruling through fear. Democracy would crumble, replaced by brute force, and the line between civilization and anarchy would vanish. As weeks turn to months, the biggest question remains unanswered. Why are we here? Was this a natural phenomenon, a wormhole, a parallel universe, a cosmic accident? Or was it intentional? The discovery of ancient ruins, advanced artifacts, or even messages hidden in the planet's geology could suggest we were brought here for a reason. Religions would either collapse or radicalize. Some would see this as the rapture, others as divine punishment. Cults would emerge, worshipping the planet itself or the unseen forces that brought us here. Scientists would be both revered and despised. Some would look to them for salvation, others would blame them for playing God and causing this catastrophe. The clash between reason and superstition could spark wars, with entire factions turning on each other in desperation. Some might argue this is a test by an advanced civilization, a trial to see if humanity is worthy of joining the galactic community. Others might believe we're part of a simulation, or that Earth was never real to begin with. Philosophers would debate whether this is a second chance or a prison, while scientists would scramble to decode the planet's secrets, searching for a way home, or at least an explanation. And then there's the terrifying possibility. What if we're not the first? What if other civilizations were brought here and failed? Ruins, skeletons, or even AI remnants could hint at a cycle of abduction and extinction. Are we next? Or is humanity different? The planet itself might hold the key. Perhaps it's a living entity, a cosmic womb birthing new forms of life. One thing is certain. Waking up on another planet wouldn't just change where we live, it would change who we are. Whether we rise to the challenge or perish, the story of humanity would take its most dramatic turn yet. And as we stare into that alien sky, one haunting thought remains. We were never alone in the universe. But now, we might be more alone than ever. This isn't just science fiction. It's a mirror held up to humanity. How would you react if tomorrow, the only world you've ever known vanished without a trace? The answer says more about us than any alien planet ever could.